Hello and thanks for staying with us on Asset Television. Welcome to Issues of the Moment. And today we are going straight to what, of course, has been trending in the newspaper arm of Asset Media for some time now, and that is Daily Asset Award Ceremony, which is coming up on the 5th of February 2026. What a great day for the Asset Media family. Today we are discussing that. As I said, my name is Sunday Ayami, and I have the MD of Asset Media Group, member of Daily Asset Newspapers and Asset Television, Dr. Cletus Akoya, who will help us talk about the awards and explain everything that you need to know about this very award. Dr. Akoya, you are welcome.
Thank you. Welcome, our viewers.
And to assist Dr. Akoya in this is the Chief Operating Officer of Daily Asset Newspapers, Mr. Eddie Ochigo.
Thanks very much for having me, Mr. Ayami.
It's going to be the 9th edition of Daily Asset Awards. And of course, Nigerians, those who have witnessed the event before, can testify to it, how glamorous it is to be. And I want to ask, what motivated you into going into awards? Because Daily Asset is not the only newspaper in the country. Most of them are not into awards. What exactly motivated you?
Well, thank you very much. This question has been asked me over and over again, and we're never tired of explaining to our publics, our various publics, the motivation for the institution of the annual awards is twofold. One, we want to recognize and appreciate those that are making genuine contributions to the development of our country. There are quite a number of Nigerians that are making various sacrifices towards nation building, and most of them are not recognized. So we decided that for those who are making contributions in their various careers, in their various endeavors, in their works of life, we should recognize and encourage them. Secondly, we want to create role models for the younger generation, because we are in a country where those who are put forward as role models are perhaps not the role models. People are selecting role models on people who are spending money at public functions, those who are spraying money at wedding ceremonies and funeral, those who are holding big parties, and things like that. I'm not saying those things are bad, okay, but we can also focus our youth to other areas of endeavor, other avenues of success as well. For instance, people that have excelled in their professions, people that have worked in the civil service unblemished and have attained to the highest possible heights they could attain. We have people that are in business and have followed the ethics of business and are doing business with conscience, not extorting people, not extorting their customers or clients. We have people who have excelled in education institutions, some in their businesses, as I said earlier, and so on and so forth. We want to bring these people forward as role models for the coming generations. This is primarily the reason why we started this annual award program. And as you said at the beginning of this program, it's been 9 years, and so far so good.
Now, what was the mode of, or what aspect of the public life? Is it public life, political, this thing? How do you select your award recipients?
Well, we started with 15 categories. That's the Man of the Year. That is the, if you like, the biggest award, so to speak. Someone that has done so much for the whole country that everyone could reference. And many people have won that in the past. Then we have the categories of Governor of the Year, or Legislator of the Year, and so on and so forth. And we have selected people, even for this year, and we have been publishing the names in our daily asset newspaper and other platforms, the online edition, and so on and so forth. Now, you ask a very critical question. How did you come about these names? The selection is done by the editorial board of the Asset Media Group. And for this year, the editorial board extended the frontiers, extended the criteria for selection by advertising in our newspaper that people who had personalities and individuals that they felt qualified for any of these awards should put forward their nominations. And trust me, we received quite a number of nominations from members of the public. And it's based on those nominations that we now scrutinize. And the editorial board had their own yardsticks for measuring excellence, for measuring performance. And based on the yardstick, a rigorous analysis was also made of the background, the career, the public perception, and other indices that the editorial board deployed to assess these personalities. And at the end, they voted, and it's always a rigorous exercise. It doesn't come easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have 2-3 people receiving a tie in the vote. What that means is that there could not be a clear decision or a clear winner.
So how do you break that tie?
So the two of them are put forward so that we don't deny anybody. Because if you won by merit and there was a tie, we shouldn't just drop you because we put the two forward. For instance, for this year, we voted for the philanthropist of the year, and 2 people tied for that position. You understand what I'm saying? So Dr. Peter Adejo, who is a renowned philanthropist and a business magnate, and he tied with somebody, and the 2 of them were put forward. For the Governor of the Year award, 7 governors were nominated, and after some scrutiny, 3 governors emerged. That's the Governor of Adamawa State, Right Honorable Amadu Fintiri, who was nominated in the category of infrastructure. I will state the reasons, state the projects, all that he has done that has merited that. And then we have the Governor of Enugu State, His Excellency Dr. Peter Mba, who has tried to turn around the economy of Enugu State in a very short period of time since he assumed office as the governor of that state. The governor of Edo State, His Excellency Senator Mondo Pueblo, was also elected. And these are solid leaders of the country that if you check their antecedents, you will check their track record of performance. And we have actually been written and published since their selection. They were published our findings in the paper. I will continue to do that until the day of the award so that members of the public can identify with our decision.
Yeah, Mr. Chibu, can you let us to know at least what, who the key persons that are going to be giving awards on that day?
Thank you very much, Mr. Before that, let me add to what the publisher said about the essence of the award. As a media, our role is not just to, inform, entertain, and educate. But that is, if people do things that are commended, if there are milestones, to be celebrated, there is need for this award. And I want to tell you that this 9th edition of the award is very, very critical, because by next year it will be a decade of the award without failing. So a lot of resources and effort have been put in place, and I'm very, very optimistic that this 9th award will set a different direction to prepare for the 10th one, which is next year. So coming back to your point, they call the man of the year. They call this is the chairman of Nigerian Revenue. Nigerian Revenue, NRC.
Revenue Service.
Revenue Service. Sorry about that. So he is the man of the year, and the vice president of Dangote Group is also coming in as the person of the year. So these are very, very strong individuals in the society who have achieved. The vice president of Dangote Group, I'm sure you know, that is behind the construction of the largest private refinery in the world. So it was against that backdrop that we had to recognize him as such. So by and large, I know that the 9th edition of the Daily Asset Awards will be very, very, very groundbreaking.
Well, in most cases, that some award that I have personally witnessed, they are always tied to specific project. Maybe after the awards, we are going to orphanage, we are doing this or we are doing that. It's Daily Asset Awards tied to a particular project that maybe will sink into Nigerians to say, okay, fine, I must participate in this award.
Yeah, that's a very, very important question. From what we've discussed in the editorial board, we intend to sit down and review the award and see where we can intervene. Is it philanthropy? Is it maybe helping the needy, visiting hospitals? We will vote something. It will depend on what we get. But that's under very serious
situation. Do you have anything to say?
It's just to complement what my colleague has said. That is on the table for the 10th edition. Because what we do, or what we have been doing over the years, is that this award is not monetized. It's not commercialized. It is not aimed at, maybe if you like, it's not paid for. That's the point I want to make. It's not paid for. It is part of our own corporate social responsibility as a media house. But as he has rightly pointed out, this question keeps coming back. And so, in the future, and perhaps maybe in the 10th anniversary, as we go along the line, we may consider, if found necessary, to incorporate a fundraiser, as part of the award, so that the proceeds of the fundraiser will channel into some philanthropic activities, just like he has pointed out. That is being considered by the editorial board. But at the moment, because the award itself is not commercialized, it's not something that people pay or buy, the inflows in terms of what we generate is very minimal. And it's limited to sponsorship.
That's if you generate anything.
It is limited to sponsorship by corporate bodies, because some of the awards are going to corporate organizations. Like you have Bank of the Year, which is Fidelity Bank. You have the Brand of the Year, which is OPay Digital Services, which are well known for their fund transfer in the fintech category. Okay, so we have the Government Agency of the Year, for instance. That is the Presidential Initiative on Compressed Natural Gas. So some of these corporate bodies might decide to take some advertisements, okay, in terms of to showcase their achievements, and maybe take up supplements in the newspaper and in our television to advertise their products or services, as the case may be. So the income is not direct, okay, but it comes through the patronage that we receive in terms of adverts and commercials, which is what we do as a media house. Even if we didn't organize an award, we'll still have advertisement to place in a paper and could generate income. However, if we're going to incorporate a fundraiser, it will therefore mean that we are going to be soliciting for funds from the public or from participants, and such proceeds will be channeled towards some interventions to help the less privileged. That is on the card.
Yeah, let's do a little preview of past editions and see, maybe are we building from the successes of past editions to make sure that the 9th edition, which is going to be a prelude to the 10th edition, is better than previous ones.
I think the CEO can take that.
Yeah, naturally, that is the strategy. we always look at the past editions, we review it, and see what was not done accurate properly, correct it and plan ahead. So, and it has been helped. The last edition, which was the 8th one, there are a few things that we thought were done wrongly, and this 9th edition, that's why I'm so optimistic that this 9th edition will be grand edition, because we have re-strategized and then ensure that the mistakes that we made the past editions are not made this time around.
Yeah, but just I will add a little bit. For instance, in the 8th edition, there are certain categories of award that were not there. This year, we have introduced award for the local government chairman of the year, because we realize that the local government, as a third tier of government, is the closest to the grassroots, and many people easily or cheaply accuse the local government councils of non-performance, of not delivering on their mandate, and so on and so forth. So we took time to focus on the third tier of government. What is happening in these rural communities? What's happening with the local government administrations? And we're able to arrive at a council chairman that is can stand out as an example, and that's the chairman of Jemaya local government area of Kaduna State. Honorable Peter Tanko, who in the wisdom of the editorial board has displayed an inclusive style of administration in a very religious and ethno-complex society that is sometimes volatile in terms of violence, in terms of religious tensions, in terms of ethnic tensions, and he's found a way, has found a formula to galvanize the various the diversity that is there, to to turn it into advantage to drive development in the area. So the editorial board, after receiving the nominations, easily found him as the winner of that category.
Another one is the chief medical director. Because last year we didn't have that category, so we look at the health sector, and we look at the activities of one gentleman, Dr. Abubakar Yaro, who is the chief medical director of National ES Center Kaduna. The guy has done a lot in terms of infrastructure and giving free services to patients, numbering in thousands. And when we look at it, the editorial board said, look, because of the kind of crisis we have in the health sector, the health sector is just ailing. We should see how we can recognize somebody who is doing well, because what the Dr. Yaro has done is a milestone, and that's why we made him the CMD, daily asset CMD of the year.
Now, some of your recipients might be watching you now, and before I let you go, what will you say to them as they watch you right now regarding the award ceremony?
Well, we want all our award recipients, we are in touch with them, we are written formally to them, and they will publish their profiles and the reasons why we're giving them the award. Every information is already in the public domain. We want to remind them that this grand event holds February 5th, 2026. That's next week, Thursday, exactly 1 week from today. And it will hold at the Nikon Luxury Hotel at their conference hall. The event will begin by 11 a.m. and it will be transmitted live on television. The Asset Television and other networks will beam it live. And so we encourage all our award recipients to come on time and to come with their family members, their friends,
well-wishers,
their friends, associates, and well-wishers, because we are not charging gate fees at the event. Okay, we don't charge gate fees. We leave it an open event because it's a celebration of excellence. So people that have been selected, like the Public Servant of the Year, Auditor General of the Federation, the General for the Federation, Dr. Chira Shaka, is the public servant of the year, and all such winners in other categories. We expect that they will come with the management staff. Those who are those who are in can come with their supporters. The politician of the year is the national vice chairman, northeast of the APC. That's the governing party in the country, as they call it. So he is one individual that has succeeded in leading the party very well in his zone. It was a very difficult zone. That's a zone that is ridden with insecurity. Yeah. But he has found space in the midst of all of that crisis and to still galvanize support for the party and provide purposeful leadership. So we spotted him as one individual that has provided leadership that is, leading to the growth of the party in that axis of the country. So all these award recipients, we expect that they will come on time. Come with their well wishes.
Especially the governors to come with their entourage.
Yes.
We are expecting
of course. Normally it will happen. Do you have anything to add to that?
Apart from saying that time is of the essence, because we expect that all the awardees should arrive on time, so that we don't have this idea of African time. Ours is
11 for 11.
11 for 11. And before, say, 4-5, we're out of that place, and everybody would have received this award.
Okay, I think that's where we call it a day, and I've been speaking with Dr. Cletus Akwaya, the MD publisher of Daily Asset newspaper and MD Asset TV. With him has been Chief, I forgot to use that word before, but now I remember, Chief Eddie Ochibo is the Ochidoma of Abuja here. So, gentlemen, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes.
That's what I will call it today. Thank you for staying with us.
My pleasure.
This one will monitor all day.
You are recording from there, right?
I do, they are recording. Now, it's on air already. It's on air already.
How was the performance?